Hello! How's everybody doing this wonderful, hot, summery day? I am gonna do a nice little movement sequence for us this morning. I've brought my babe, George. He's not real. And I'm just gonna flip these up. I've got him in the carrier today. So everything we do will be easy-ish to do with either babes in arms or babe in a carrier. Just wait to see if anybody's going to join us. If you have access to the link in my stories and Retrofit stories and the links in our bios, there is a playlist that you can grab from there. I think it's called Pandemic Pilates Core. So feel free to hop over there and throw that on. It is through Spotify. So we'll just give everybody another moment and then we will get going. We're gonna start with a little bit of waking up on our bodies and just getting some proprioception going and seeing how the body is feeling in space today. And we're just gonna start, let's start now. So we're just gonna start standing and I want you to just pat your arms, just give them a little wake up. And then you're gonna give that a scrunch. So you're gonna scrunch up and down your shoulders and your arms, your forearm. You can give them a little massage into your wrist, your hand, scrunch it up. All the way up into your neck and shoulders, especially if you are carrying a baby, that can feel really nice. Hey guys, thanks for joining. You can sweep down the arms now, just sweep that out. And then we're gonna shake. So we're just gonna shake it up, wake it up, take it out to the side, take it back in front, take it out. And then you might notice that arm feels a little bit longer. You might even feel like if you were to move your arm around and stand on that leg, you might feel a little bit more balanced. You might even feel more buoyant on that side. Give it a try. I feel heavier on this side and lighter on this side. And that was just an arm that we did. So let's do the other side. Wake it up. We're just gonna pat it out. Be kind, be gentle. You don't have to do anything crazy. Just giving it a nice pat. Up and down. And give that a scrunch right up into your shoulder. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Into your hand. Just let that feel good. Give it a forearm rub. All the way up. Do that shoulder a little bit more. And then sweep that away. That a little sweep, sweep, sweep. I know it's tricky to do with a baby on, but it's not impossible. And then give that a shake. Shake it out in front. Shake it out to the side, wake it up, wake it up, wake it up. Shake, shake, shake. And then just notice how that side feels. And then we're gonna do the same thing with our legs, so just give them a little pat. Maybe pat the backs of your legs, down into your calves. Give a little rub and bum, pat to your bum. Same thing on the other side, just a wake up. And then a little squeeze, just getting all the different sensory things going. And the other side, give it a little squeeze on the other side. And then just sweep it away. So you're sweeping down the bum, down the back of the thigh, front of the thigh, shin, calves, sweeping it out, just all the way down. And then give it a shake. Shake the leg in the front and the side. And then the other side, give it a little shake. All right, so body should be feeling relatively warmed up. We're gonna take a nice big X in space, reach it out nice and big. We're gonna do a diagonal press. So I want you to bring your legs back together, leave the arms up, and you're just gonna march. Lift the leg and lower the leg. Slide your shoulders down gently. Obviously, negotiate baby legs. And then we're gonna add a little press here. So if you have baby in one arm, you're gonna pick one side. Actually, let's all pick one side. We're just gonna press the hand and the leg together and reach back out. So we're gonna come in and out. As you do that, I want you to give me an exhale. See if you can draw the abdominals in and away from baby, or just draw them in. Pressing and releasing, connecting this shoulder to the opposite hip at the front and the back of the body. Building some balance in the lateral system of the standing leg. Last two. And let's switch sides. So if you're holding a baby, you hold it in. Otherwise, you're just pressing. This other arm can be down, or if you want the bonus challenge, you leave it up. Try to stay easy and calm through the shoulders. Maybe move baby's leg out of the way. That's it. Give me a nice exhale to find those connections diagonally through the body on this side. Squeeze. That's it. We're gonna go back to the first side, but we're gonna change it a little bit. So this leg now is gonna go behind you. This arm is gonna go slightly forward, or both arms, and you're gonna bring your arm across again, but the leg is coming up and forward, and it's moving back. This back leg, I want you to give me a little squeeze on your tush as you extend the leg back. Squeeze your bum. See if you can find the back of your leg as well. There's just a little bit of a heart rate lift. That's it. Reach and out. See if you can feel the diagonal, but start to feel the hip and the leg warming up too. If you want to take this another step, instead of just stepping out with a back leg, or a straight leg on the front leg, bend it. Reaching out. So it's opposite arm to leg that we're doing all the way through here, but we're building some connections in the body for better dynamic stability so that we can do all kinds of things in our day, especially if you have a little one. This is going to help your shoulders and your low back. Last two. And let's just march it out a little. Let's do the other side. So we start with just a straight leg back and up, back and up. The opposite arm comes across, reach and in. Give me that exhale each time. That's the important part. We want to feel those abdominals gently shrink wrap. Make sure that as you reach back, you're not arching your spine. Just give me a little squeeze in the bum. See if you can feel it turn on. That's it. As it's back here, give it a little squeeze. In and out as I get confused. And out. Forward and back. Let's add that lunging back. So the front leg just bends. That's all it's doing. You might feel on that supporting leg like the hip is starting to work a bit. Bit of balance. Try not to grip with your toes for that balance. See if you can put the effort in the abdominals a little bit. Up. Let's do two more. Up and in. And just march it out a little. All right, we do left, front, and back. We're going to work into our side torso. So this time, feet are maybe shoulder width or hip width apart. And you're just going to tip from side to side. Notice if you feel tight in the side of your body, or in particular, in sort of that low back area. We've got lots of ligaments in there, and they can feel stiff. That fascial tissue in there can feel stiff. You can put your hands on your low back and kind of pull up as you go to the side. So I'm pulling up and pulling up, just doing a little extra sort of encouragement. All right, we're gonna add a very gentle step forward to this. So you're gonna go over to the side that you go to, that's the side that we're gonna step forward on. Nope, yes. And you're gonna just step forward and come back. It looks like this. Let's take our arm overhead. So again, it's opposite arm to leg. Just a little lunge and a little side bend. You can gently tuck your tail under, so rounding your spine a little bit, and you might feel a little bit of a stretch in that low back. Draw the belly in still, so you're getting that nice stretch along what we call the latissimus dorsi, right down into your low back. So I've got my left foot going forward, my right arm going up and over, and I'm creating a little bit of a curve as I do that. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So now, my other leg is gonna go forward, my left arm is gonna go overhead, You can just start with that side bend if you want, no step, then add the step, bend knees, and then add that little tuck under, round out your low back, and see if that feels like a really nice stretch on your low back. Small movements, lots of repetitions, just trying to get things juicy in the body, but also I'm already sweating a little and it's air conditioned in my basement, so it gives you a little bit of an elevated heart rate as well. Last one like this, and come on back. We're gonna just take a little twist. Think of your arms like spaghetti noodles. See if you can let that twist go all the way down into your legs and hips. Just gently going back and forth. All right, we're gonna come back to center. So now I'd like you to take a little Pilates V. So we're gonna turn your heels in, toes out. Your knees need to be straight. For some of you, that might mean that you have to separate your legs a bit. Otherwise, bring them right together and you're gonna bend and stretch. Now, I want your knees to point out over your toes, and I want you to feel weight into the inside and the outside of your feet. So try not to roll in or roll your big toe off. Try to get weight right into the center, and let's accent the squeeze of our inner thighs here. Squeeze. Think of squeezing an imaginary Nerf ball or an orange or something there. You're gonna give me an exhale each time you come to straight. Inhale. Give me that little pursed lip. Not only do babies like that white noise, but it actually helps you draw in those inner abdominal muscles, the transversus. That inner thigh squeeze helps you find your pelvic floor. It gets everything working together. If this bothers your knees, make it a little smaller. Just focus on the squeeze in, out, squeeze in. All right, if you're still with me, you're gonna pulse 2 times, pulse, and then up. Again, bothers your knees, go back to just the small variation. Inhale, exhale. We're still inhaling even as you bounce, which feels a little bit precarious sometimes if you've just had a baby, or even if it hasn't been just had a baby. If you're postpartum, or if you've got any kind of pelvic floor issues, they might just feel really weird to bounce and inhale. Think of letting go down here, then squeeze it up. We're gonna go to all bounces. We're looking for a bit of a burn in the legs. If you're holding baby, just give them a hug. If you're wearing baby, fantastic. If you're holding baby on one side, consider switching them to the side that you don't like to hold them on. All right, how those legs feeling? Put a little bit more weight towards your heels and see what happens. Should come out of your quads a bit, maybe feel a little bit more in the back. Push into your toes a bit and see how it goes right into those quads. Share the weight. We're gonna go back to our double bounce. Pulse and up, pulse and up, pulse and up. We're gonna add a little releve up to the top. So you're gonna go down, rise up, down, rise up. Think of this like practice for a jump. You're gonna leap off the floor one day. Inhale, inhale, exhale, down and up, down and up. Now if this is feeling a bit intense on those legs, skip the bounces and just go down and up, down and up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last 2, last 1. And let's march it out. All right, if you've got one arm free and the other arm's with baby, that's fantastic. You do this with one arm. We'll do 2 sets so that you get a chance to use both arms. If you want to add a hand weight to this, throw it in your free arm or both hands if you've got both hands free. Easy shoulders. You're gonna take your arms up, not too high. So my fingertips are just a little lower than my arms. We're gonna take those arms in and out. Now the main purpose of this is not to get tense up here. So try to relax the shoulders. That's it. I want you to start to feel some sense of energy underneath your arms. So think of scooping your hands under as you come out in and out. All right, we're gonna go up top now. So the arms, instead of going forward, are gonna go overhead. Now if that feels uncomfortable, just stay with the forward. Or you can even lower your arms. That's it, we're just marching those legs to get the heart rate up. Shoulders slide down, even though they're moving up. Up and down, up and down. This is my super peppy music to get you super motivated. All right, if you are using one arm, we're gonna switch to the other arm, switch baby to the other side. We're gonna go back in front. Here we go. In and out, in and out. If you are wearing a baby, your heart rate is up a bit more, maybe you're warm, if you're holding your baby, a little furnace on you. All this movement hopefully gives them a little nap after all this. All right, arms are gonna go back up top. Even without weights, this is really good on those arms. Again, easy breezy neck, shoulders and face. Up and down, up and down, up and down. We're gonna go for 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Drop those arms, give your shoulders a few shrugs, even if you've got baby. Shrug it up. All right, we're gonna go to a squat. So we're gonna stop the legs from marching and we're gonna take a squat. So if you've got baby on you, especially if they don't have great head control yet, give them a hold. And I want you to start to find your bum again. Reach out, squeeze your tush, down and squeeze, out and in. As your bum squeezes, I want you to feel your belly as well, so the two work together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, if you've got an arm or both arms free, you're gonna take it back behind you, and you're gonna leave it there, you're gonna hold your squat. Bounce if baby needs it, and you're gonna pulse, 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 pulse. So again, if you've got hand weights, you're holding that hand weight and squeezing those triceps right at the back of the arm. We're gonna see if we can turn this into what I call a T-Rex arm for a little kickback. You're gonna go in and back, in and back. You can bounce it in and back. Whatever you need to do to keep baby happy. If baby's not with you, then do whatever you feel like. Hold that nice deep squat. Last set, we're gonna go back to pulses. If you are doing one arm at a time, switch to the other arm. Pulse, 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 pulse. Holding that baby, gentle pulse with the legs as well. Last 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend it in and press, in and press, in, press, in, press, in, press. Last 2, last 1. Go back to your squats, down and up, down. Squeeze your tush, down and squeeze, down and squeeze. You should be feeling like your bum muscles are trying to work at the top. Squeeze, out. Pull the abdominals gently in at the top. We're gonna go back to our marches. Get those knees as high as you can get them for baby's legs. Again, if you're holding baby on one side, double check, are you holding them on the easy side? Or are you gonna give yourself that little challenge to take them to the other side? Maybe it's not the day for it. Maybe another day will be. Take a breath. Let's see if we can find an inhale and an exhale. Give me that purse slip on the exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna take this, instead of a march, we're gonna do a press, press, press. You can give me a little whoop through the body if you need to keep baby happy. Back and forth. I want you to feel a little bit of calf and shin. Legs are moving. We're trying not to swing the hips right now. We're gonna add a second leg bending. So as your heel hits, bend your knee. Hit, hit. So both knees end up bending. You should be feeling lots of leg. That's it. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a little calf stretch. Just gonna move my mat out of the way here. So you're just gonna hold on to something if you need. Push back with one heel. Press that back, see if you can find your heart rate, bounce if baby needs it. And then you're gonna shift, put your other leg forward and give me a flexed foot. You can tip over and give yourself a little bit of a stretch. I actually feel that in my calf because my calf is the tightest part of the back of my leg. Might be for you too. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So you start with a press back, take a breath, push that hip forward to get more, and then you're gonna switch. Front heel is gonna go down, toes go up, stick your tail feathers out the back, tip over as much as you can. Say hi to baby if you need to. And then come on back. Shrug your shoulders up into your ears a couple of times. And then just give yourself a little bobblehead action. Back and forth. Unfurl your brow. Unlock your jaw. Take a breath. Let's do a couple of hip circles. Well, I just say thank you for joining me. Hi. Nice to see you guys. We will put this in our feed so that you have access to it anytime you need a quick pick-me-up and just get your heart rate up. And we'll see you again real soon. Feel free to send us questions, give us requests, and I'll see you guys all soon. Thanks for joining. Bye.